Hey, welcome to another video on Expected Value Lotto, where we look at US scratch tickets and their expected values. And in this video, we're looking at the new New York Lottery $5 $1 million grand ticket. This is part of the September 2024 series of tickets that came out in New York a few days ago. This one is a number match game, and there are a couple multipliers you can find in the main play area, 5x and 10x. You've also got these two bonus spots where if you can find the 25 burst or the $50 burst, you win that amount of money. And then this is also a second chance drawing ticket. So you have a second chance to win $1 million or a trip to the Billboard Latin Music Week in, I guess, maybe that's Miami. Usually when I see second chance tickets, it immediately raises a red flag because it seems to me a lot of the time states will use these second chance drawings as a gimmick to pull a lot of value out of a ticket. And then the second chance drawing prizes are not nearly aren't worth nearly as much as the value that has been taken out. So we'll see if that holds true with this ticket as we go through the video. But here on this page, we're looking at the prize structure and odds that the New York Lottery put out on this game. Overall odds are 1 in 4.01, and it does look like you can win anywhere from $5 up to $1 million. So first thing, I do like the $1 million prize on the $5 ticket. It actually gives you something to play for. However, the odds are very long, 1 in 3.7 million to hit that. So these odds are probably, they should be closer to like 1 in 2 million or something like that. So the odds are longer than they should be, longer than they need to be. And then the odds on the $2,500 prize are too long. 1 in 700,000 to win the $2,500 prize is just the New York Lottery being cheap. But nothing else too crazy standing out here in the prize structure. So we do need to mention taxes. In New York, for any prize over $5,000, they're automatically going to take out 32.82% in taxes. I don't view the tax money as part of the value of the game, and so that is going to affect how I view this top prize. So instead of $1 million, I'm going to view this as $671,800. And with that adjusted prize amount, when you run the numbers on this game, you find out that the payout comes in between 65 and 66%. This is ridiculously low for a $5 ticket. We look for a minimum of 70% payout for every ticket we review on the channel. And that's because states can make plenty of money in the 70% range. So it's fair to the state, fair to the player. And so for New York to put out a $5 ticket at 65% payout just shows that they don't care about fairness. They want to take as much of your money as possible. They have no respect for the people who are spending their hard-earned money on these prizes. So my feeling is take your business elsewhere. Don't let the New York Lottery take advantage of you, because that's exactly what they're doing. The other thing we do need to mention about the 65% payout is that it does include all of the top prizes and upper mid-tier prizes, which not a lot of people are going to be winning, which means very few people are even going to see 65% payout on this game. And so what we want to know now is, what is the payout going to be for the average person with average luck who may not be winning the top prizes? And in order to figure that out, we're going to subtract out the value of the top 1% of prizes, recalculate, and see what that new payout number is going to be. So looking back here at the prize structure, the separation between the top 1% and bottom 99% of prizes happens here at the $100 prize level. Now, I want to be clear, I would never, ever waste my money on this ticket. I would never encourage anybody to waste their money on this ticket, but we know there are going to be people who waste their money on this ticket. So for those people who are playing, when they do win on it, they're going to expect to see a prize somewhere between $5 and $100. There is a split there at the $100 prize level. It's about 42 to 58. So a little less than half of these $100 prizes will fall here in the bottom of the prize structure where average folks are winning. The other 58% are going to join the rest of these prizes to make up the top 1% of prizes. Now, top 1% prizes are really difficult to hit. If you want to know the odds of hitting one, look at the overall odds. Move that decimal point 2 spaces to the right, and you find out that only about 1 in every 401 tickets has a top 1% prize on it, which means you are in $2,005 before you would expect to see even one of these top 1% prizes. And when you do hit it, it's probably going to be $100. So, you're spending $2,000 for $100 in most cases. Now, because so few people are going to be winning these top 1% prizes, we're going to take the value of all of these, subtract it from the payout number you saw before, and that's going to leave us with the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes, where 99% of people are going to be playing this game. And when we do that, we find out that the payout of just the bottom 99% of prizes comes in between 55 and 56%. This is also a really low number, really tough for the average player. We look for a minimum of 60% payout for the bottom 99% of prizes. And that's because, once you're here in the 50% range, it just, to me at least, it just feels like you're losing your money so fast that it's not fun to play. And if you're not going to have fun playing, what's the point? And so, yeah, New York Lottery did not do its job on this game. They want the ticket to be as brutal as it can be for the player. So this is a pretty nasty number right here. Now here on this page, we are tracking the increases and decreases in New York $5 tickets. The data point for $1 million grand is all the way over here to the right of this line graph. The one bright spot in this ticket is that they didn't take a lot of value out for the second chance drawing. They actually increased the value quite a bit. So you've got, one of the better, and I use that word better very, very loosely because it's not a good ticket. But one of the better $5 tickets we've seen come out of New York, and they've put a second chance drawing prize on it. So that's the one bright spot. But still, all of the tickets in the $5 ticket category in New York, all trash, including this one. If you are playing $5 tickets in New York, up here in green, you see the best ticket in every category. So if you're playing for overall value, Platinum Power has the best overall payout of any $5 ticket we've seen. If you're playing for odds, this new $1 million grand has the best odds. If you're a more conservative player and like to hold on to as much of your money as possible, Extreme Winnings has the most money at the bottom of the prize structure. However, 56% still really rough. If you are more of a high roller and like to win a little bit more money, when you are lucky enough to hit in the top 1% plus the money, has the most money at the top of the prize structure. And then we are keeping track of top prizes as well if you're interested in that. Now here on this page, we are ranking New York $5 tickets based on overall payout. Let's see. This one is $65.90. So yeah, I mean, it's the third best $5 ticket in New York. Now, I gotta clarify that just because it's the third best $5 ticket in New York does not mean it's a good ticket. 65%, that's ridiculously low for a $5 ticket. So it's at the top of the trash heap, basically, is what's happening. But you also have the second chance drawing ticket, or second chance drawing to go along with it. Now here on this page, this is the rankings based on the bottom 99% payout. Let's see, 55.23 is good enough for fifth place on this list. And again, fifth place does not mean this is good. 55% is still a really, really tough number for the average player. So yeah, don't be fooled just because this is at near the top of this list. Now here on this page, this is where we get to compare $5 tickets across states, and we have the top 35 $5 tickets that we've reviewed on the channel so far on the screen here. You don't see New York anywhere on this list, which means New York is not competitive with what other states are doing. We have representation from Florida, California, Georgia, and then Massachusetts. Now, I want to stop here at Massachusetts. This is the only state that regularly puts out $5 tickets at a value that I think is where $5 ticket value should be. 76% seems okay to me. It's the only state that treats their customers with enough respect to do that. Now, the best $5 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia. It's called Fast 50s, had 77% payout. That's pretty good for a $5 ticket. And we have to ask the question, if Georgia can put out a $5 ticket at 77% payout and make plenty of money doing it, then why in the world is New York putting out $5 tickets at 65% payout? That's crazy low. That's not over. It's almost 12 percentage points less than what Georgia did with Fast 50s. And 12% is a huge amount of money when you think about how many tickets go into just one scratch game. One scratch game can easily have 10 million tickets that make up the game. Multiply that by the $5 price tag, and that's $50 million wrapped up in just one scratch game. And then 12% of 50 million is $6 million that the Georgia Lottery put into the hands of its players on this Fast 50s game that the New York Lottery is basically stealing from its players on this new $1 million grand game. I hate seeing scratchers get taken advantage of, but the New York Lottery is one of the worst at taking advantage of and stealing money from its customers. It's sad. Now here on this page are the 36 best $5 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout. So this is friendliness to the average player. 55% is pretty far off this list. So again, $1 million grand, pretty tough for the average person. This page is to give a little bit more context as to how low the payout is on this. The $1 tickets in Massachusetts regularly come out at 69% payout. That is 4 percentage points more than what you're getting from a $5 ticket in New York. That's crazy. Best $2 ticket we've seen came out of Georgia, 75% payout. That's over 9 percentage points more than what you're getting from a $5 ticket in New York. This is all completely backwards. You should not have cheaper tickets from other states with higher payouts than more expensive tickets. It doesn't make sense. I mean, the New York Lottery should be embarrassed. They should be ashamed. They should be apologetic to the customers who are, just getting ripped off by these tickets that they're putting out. Now, here on this page are the top 36 tickets we've reviewed on the channel so far. We don't have any $5 tickets on this list. We do have a $1 ticket, though. If you're playing scratchers in New York, this is the ticket you should be buying, Instant Take 5. That's the one ticket that New York has put out that is a great ticket. So either buy this one or don't buy New York tickets. Buy tickets from Massachusetts. If you live close to Massachusetts, drive over the border, get you some tickets to scratch. You're going to get way more payout by doing that, or find a Massachusetts scratcher online that you like and trust, and just enjoy scratching online and enjoy that community. But don't let New York take advantage of you. Here on this page are the top 36 tickets based on the bottom 99% payout, and we do have a $5 ticket at the top of this list. So it is possible for these $5 tickets to compete with the more expensive tickets if the overall payout's good and if the prize structure is done in a way that makes it competitive. But that's about it for the New York Lottery $5 $1 million grand ticket. It's trash. Please don't buy it. Please don't let the New York Lottery take advantage of you. Like I said before, there are other places to get better tickets, Massachusetts not being, probably the best place. So that's what I would do if I lived in New York. So that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.